Hi, my name is Shai, and today I will be doing my first vlog on the Phantom of the Opera House. Phantom of the Opera House was a film that was published in 1925. The silent film was directed by Rupert Julian, and it was starring Lon Chaney. It is based pretty much on the ghost of someone, or the rumors of a ghost terrorizing the performers and staff members set in an opera house in the early 1900s. The story follows a young soprano named Christine Day, who Eric, who becomes the Phantom of the Opera, becomes obsessive over her. He becomes obsessive in her role and how she will become as a flourished performer, and because of that, he ends up sabotaging other performers and performances, and through that you see themes of greed and obsession, and that's pretty much what happens between them. So he pretty much mentors her and believes that she is the angel of music. Eric, believing the Phantom, who he lives underneath the opera house. He's a disfigured and embittered by a lifetime of rejection, pretty much. As Christine's talent brings her fame, the Phantom grows possessive and violent, sabotaging everything, like I said before. He has outbursts of rage, and you can see it on his face, his facial features. You can really see after she takes off the mask, which is the first time towards. It is this beautiful scene where you finally see the face of the Phantom, and it shook the cinema world through that, because it was one of the most influential scenes in silent film history, is when she takes off his mask. Sorry. A lot of things about this film that I enjoyed was the lighting and the angles. We learned a lot about in class that an angle and lighting can make a character either feel small and belittled, or appear larger and have embodiment of power. And through that, you can really see that portraying each of these characters specifically along these little rules with film. So pretty much another thing I wanted to say was Lon Chaney's performance. He is the heart of the film. It's not even my opinion. He is the heart of the film, and it's a lasting legacy. His self-designed makeup. He did his famous skeletal grin, his sunken eyes. That is his facial features. He really worked on to really convey what you wanted to see, because again, this is a silent film, and through the camera angles, the lighting, the facial expressions, all these masks and makeup and music together is what tells that story, makes you feel what you're feeling, makes you see what you're seeing, and experience everything as a whole. As a visual style, the film is also visually stunning, especially the massive opera house set that they use. It's like a labyrinth underground layer, and Universal Production designed and helped define the studio gothic horror style kind of for this film for decades. The use of shadows, exaggerated architecture, that also plays a huge part. There's a lot of little things about this film that I could go in about, like I previously stated, And another thing is the storytelling and the pacing. Narratively, the film is uneven. The middle section drags. It's bogged down by opera politics and romantic subplots throughout the entire film. And because it's silent, emotional nuance depends heavily on the acting, the body language of the characters, and especially the facial expressions. And that's what I think the Phantom of the Opera House really brings, is it ties in all of those things, really creating a revolutionary silent film for our history. Thank you very much.